Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, Facebook. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? Happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday. It's not a great day in Houston, Texas. I'm holding true to my commitment to get my walking in and sharing my thoughts with you guys today. To share my thoughts with you guys. Just walking around the block a little, getting my exercise on, and just sharing some thoughts that come to mind. Hope it's a beautiful day wherever you are and you're getting ready for a nice weekend. So anyhow, I'm going to get right into this today. But today I have a question. Who are you? Or who am I? Who are you? Or who am I? And there's a question we all need to get answered at some point in time. Who are you? It's Lisa Morris. Thanks for checking in. So the question I have for everyone today, who are you? Who are you? Not what you do. Not say you're a great accountant, or you're a great teacher, or you're a great doctor, or you're a great athlete. No, that's what you do. That's what you do. That's not who you are. That's your gift. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about who are you? What are your words and actions communicating to people? Are you producing words and deeds that communicate generosity, or do they send a message that promotes greed? Right? When you get ready to leave that job or retire, will you be leaving to cheers, or will you be leaving in tears? Will your co-workers be crying because they're sad to see you leaving? Or will they all be cheering and glad that you're leaving? Right? What fruits are you bearing? Are you a selfish person? Are you loving? Are you kind? Do you help the less fortunate? Are you self-centered? Mean, vindictive? Are you dependable? Are you always the one that is on time? Or are you always late? Do you follow through on commitments? Are you confident or lacking self-confidence? So we need to ask the question, how am I impacting the people around me? How am I impacting the people around me? Let's get a quick scripture here. In Matthew 7:16 through 18, this is the famous, for all the Christians, this is the famous Sermon on the Mount by Jesus. And hear what he said. By their fruits you will recognize them. Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Likewise, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear a bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear a good fruit. So my question to you guys, what fruits are you bearing? What fruits are you bearing? How are you impacting the people's lives around you? Is it negatively or positively? How are your children? How would your co-workers? How would a friend, if they had to describe you in one or two words? What would those words be? What would those words be? So I want you to think about this. This is a serious question. And I'll give you a quick story about myself, and you can tell me, help me to describe this person and what word you will use to describe them. I remember back in the days of just still a teenager, back in Guyana in those days, as you make Mr. Pura and Nurain, thank you for checking in. Back in those days, I had get selected, shortlisted for the national basketball team. And when you work with a government organization, you get as much time off they need for the training and for the tournaments, whatever you have to play. Anyhow, long story short, I was on standby on that team, and the tournament was in Guyana, so I got cut just before the tournament starts. So I just decided to watch the tournament, and I was prepared to lose a week's pay, right? That was in July. Take note, that was in July, right? I was prepared to lose a week's pay. Ms. Tessa Hunt, thank you for checking in. I was prepared to lose a week's pay when I got back to work. But when I got back to work, I got my full check. I was like, okay, well, maybe you said it's okay, that it's fine, nothing. All year, I got my full check, no problem. But the week of Christmas Christmas week, I realized I had no money to receive. My check was $0. So I went and asked the payroll, said, what happened? How come I only have $0? He said, oh, the personnel manager, which we call human resource over here, said you missed a week back in July. And she chose to deduct it this week, Christmas week. So guys, what word you would describe that person as if you had to describe that person? I see some people, when they die, people go to a funeral just to make sure someone is dead. Would you be that person? How would you be described? How would you be remembered, right? Just like the scripture in Matthew 7, 16 through 18 saying, by their fruits you will recognize them. What fruits are you bearing for people to recognize you by right now? What fruits are you bearing? So that's the question, guys, I want to leave with you guys over the weekend. What fruits are you bearing? What's the legacy you're going to leave for your kids? Not financially, not all the houses and cars and the money you leave for them. What one thing that you can say, I know mommy had her ways, but I would love to be more like mommy in blank area. Oh, I know daddy has his ways, but I would love to be more like daddy in blank in this area. Or I would want to change what daddy did in this area or what mommy did in this area. So guys, look at your life right now and see what fruits are you bearing, and take a look at that scripture. And what Jesus said, by their fruits you will recognize them, right? By their fruits you will recognize them. I know we talk about the company you keep last on Wednesday. So you use this. Are you the type of company people would want to be around? Or could you impact their life negatively or positively with the things you're saying, the things you're doing? Are you one of those people that say something that comes to their mouth right away and not take into consideration the effects it will have on other people? So guys, I'm going to leave you with that question for this weekend. Who am I? Who am I? Just remember, don't confuse it with what you do. What you do, you're the best athlete, you're a good singer, you're a good accountant, you're a good chef, a good cook. That's what you do. That's not who you are. So ask yourself that question. Who am I? Miss Marcy Wiles, how are you today? How are you today? Who am I? I'm going to leave you with that question over the weekend, right? And then we can get back on Monday. And if anyone has any thoughts they can share on this, just share those thoughts with us. But who are you, right? And remember, it said, by their fruits you will recognize them. What fruits are you bearing, guys? So have a great weekend, guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday at 7:30 Central, at 8:30 Eastern. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.